السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا بيكم فيديو جديد على قناتنا كرواتيا بالعربي. النهاردة عاملين حاجة جديدة جدا، هناخدك في معايشة كاملة وانت قاعد مكانك جوه كرواتيا. هنشوف نادي دينامو زغرب الكرواتي وازاي بيتعاملوا في قطاعات الناشئين، ايه الأنظمة اللي هم شغالين عليها، انترفيوز كاملة مع كل المدربين اللي موجودين جوه نادي دينامو زغرب. تابعونا في البرومو، وكمان ما تنساش تدوس لايك وسبسكرايب.
Ivan, tell us a little bit about the U15s. What are the priorities for this age group?
Yeah, so from our plan and the program of our youth academy, so of our curriculum, this is a time when we start to work on collective tactical aspects and also do a lot of dynamic and functional technique through movement. So this is the basic things we're going to do this season with this age group.
Okay, so we've noticed that technique is very important. Tell us a little bit about the technical curriculum here at the club.
So from the beginning, from the age group U8, we start working first isolated with technical elements. So from the age group U8 till the age group U11, we have 104 technical elements.
Wow.
And we split all that technical elements in different age groups. So from the age group U8, we start with the simple technical elements like passing, receiving, controlling the ball, dribbling the ball, and later every year we progress to the much harder technical elements. So in that period of 4 years, they're gonna learn all 104 technical elements.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا بيكم فيديو جديد على قناتنا كرواتيا بالعربي. النهاردة الفيديو بتاعنا مختلف تماما، هناخدكم في رحلة جميلة جدا إلى كرواتيا، إلى استاد دينامو زغرب المستضيف لتدريبات أكاديمية دينامو زغرب. هنتعرف على كل التحضيرات وكل الأمور اللي بيشتغل بيها قطاع الناشئين هناك، بداية من سن 8 سنين وحتى 15 و16 سنة. هيكون في مقابلات كتير جدا مع مدربين هناك بيتكلموا على نظم التدريبية اللي بيشتغلوا بيها. ان شاء الله نستمتع مع بعض. ما تنسوش تعملوا لايك للقناة، سبسكرايب للقناة، وطبعا علشان تدعمونا وعلشان كمان تشجعونا ان احنا الفترات الجاية ننزل تجارب كتير جدا، مش بس التجارب الكرواتية. ان شاء الله هنجيب لكم تقارير كتير من بلدان كتير اللي هم متطورين جدا في قطاعات الناشئين وفي الشغل بتاع قطاعات الناشئين، وكمان طرق اللعب ان شاء الله باذن الله الفتره الجايه. معاكم الكابتن احمد عز الرجال، المدرب المعتمد من الاتحاد الكرواتي لكره القدم. تابعونا.
So guys, we've arrived at the Dynamo Zagreb Stadium, which also houses the academy. Really looking forward to this one, getting inside the academy, finding out the secrets and hints and tips that makes it one of the best academies in world soccer. So guys, just to give you a little bit of an idea, we've literally are in the shadows of the first team stadium there, overlooking the pitch we're just standing on here. So a fantastic setting, looking forward to a good couple of days. What age group you got today?
U15.
U15s?
So they are players born 2004. You're working now on creating chances and finishing practice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
lovely.
So the first part is going to be a small exercise. We are calling that hunter game. Today we're going to care a lot about details, small details.
Yeah.
One of the three most important details from this training session is going to be decision making. The second small detail is going to be body position.
Yeah.
So we want to have open chest, open vision of the field. And the third small detail is going to be play with the third player. So we're going to combine with isolated exercises, with dynamic passing exercise, and then we're going to combine all that in a game.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, the small details are quite an important thing here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Those little technical
Yeah.
details
Yeah.
all the way
Especially in this training session today, because we split them in two groups. So one group had a training session in the morning,
Yeah.
second group have a today training session. Yesterday we have collective, technical and tactical aspects, and tomorrow we're going to combine all together again as a
Fantastic.
part of activation training session day before the match.
So, so yeah, really interesting there. That phrase, details, small details, is when I came here last time. That really ran through the whole academy, from the younger stage groups to the older stage groups, and that technical and tactical detail. So he's talking about simple body shape and stuff like that. So I think that's really going to be a recurring theme, and I think it's really important to understand that, you know, nothing's left to chance here in terms of development. They really care about everything in terms of giving the players the maximum amount of detail if possible. So guys, just started with the under 15 session here. Really interesting actually, because the first two activities have been 1v1. Interesting things that you're seeing is all the players on their toes, so they're obviously working on their explosive movement, but doing it in a functional way with a little 1v1 practice. As I've came here before, I know, look, 1v1's a real massive part of this philosophy here at the academy, and really good and interesting to see.
Kreni, Ane, Alen. Odlično. Bravo, 1-2, 1-2.
Just thinking about the session so far, quite interesting really, thinking about the coach, because I was just looking at that passing drill, if you like, it's a passing drill, but the tempo's really high, so even if it's an unopposed practice, he's really getting into the players. Lots of technical detail there, talking about the movement of the runs, when to go, and real high expectations of the players as well. And it's interesting as well, because at the beginning in the 1v1 practice he was very much laugh, jolly, lots of banter in those little 1v1 challenges with the players, and as we progress now he's got a little bit more intense, if you like, and getting into the players a little bit. And that's what, you know, for me, I mean, I think that's how you judge an academy session. When I think about what academy session means, it's about the intensity and the quality and the tempo of it. And I think that's a reflection of one, a good quality session, but two, really importantly, a good quality coach and what he's relaying to the players.
Tom, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Tom,
Nice to meet you. How you doing?
CC,
Okay.
in your mails.
Lovely. And what do you do here, Tommy?
I'm a PR officer. So what are you interested in the youth? Or
Yes.
in the smaller category?
Yeah, well, it's
Younger
good
ones?
because we've seen, I mean, me personally, I really like looking at the younger players, these 8s, 9s, 10s, 11s. But I mean, the idea was trying to get a picture of the whole academy. So it's nice we saw some of the older boys as well.
No, you put it on Twitter, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That
Yeah,
you
yeah.
came here.
Yeah, yeah, it's very good. So enjoying
So
it?
your impressions?
Very good. Yeah, very, very nice.
Yeah. If you need anything, I'm here.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Lovely. Thank you very much. See you later. So guys, here we are, the under 13 session. They're doing a little bit of a fun warm-up session. So basically working in two groups. They've got to try and keep the ball up in the air together without hitting the floor, so a bit of aerial control. Get into the edge of the box. When they're at the edge of the box, then they've got to try and hit the crossbar to get a point, and then they go back and then go again. It's a little bit of a fun activation game going with some good technical outcomes. Boys really enjoying it, everyone's really engaged, so yeah, looking forward to what's coming next. So morning coach, my name's Saul, what's your name?
Hrva Jukic.
And you're the assistant coach for and what age group is this?
Yes, U13.
U13s. Okay, so we've got 20 players today. What are you going to be doing today?
Today we're doing technique.
Individual technique?
No, in the group, but
Yeah.
individual. Rondos in the circle.
Some rondo work, yep.
Yes, and passing, dribbling, and game 1-to-1, 2-to-2, and 5-to-5.
This thing here, 1v1, this is very important at Dynamo?
Yes, very important, because in this game 1-to-1 developing technique, game situation, intelligence, and quickness.
And so how many sessions do you have a week? 4 sessions? training sessions?
Of week, 4 sessions, 1 game.
Okay, and so how many times will you do 1v1 in a week? Maybe
1, 2, but we have week always in the game, always in the training we have 1-to-1, 2-to-2.
so it seems very important for Dynamo 1v1.
Yes, very important.
Lovely. Okay, coach, we'll let you get on with it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So really interesting session here. Real simple exercise to set up, but you saw like the real quality outcomes going left and going right. Those real quality Ronaldo outcomes. So really interesting to see that, and then progressing that into a little 2v2, same little tight space. So the players really had to work together with their movement off the ball, but lots of great quality technical outcomes, those battle type outcomes. And then went into that little that 4v4 to 2 big goals in a quite a tight space with the players on the side. So, and then finishing it on with a bigger 10v10 game. So really interesting looking how they layer their sessions. You know, getting those outcomes from one after the other, and also obviously really interesting to see that real importance of those gladiator type sessions, which get those real quality street football type outcomes. And you know, thinking about the sort of footballers they produce here, those quality technical players, not surprising to see those sorts of things going on in the session. So Marco, you work with the under-9s. Tell us a little bit of the sort of stuff you do with that age group. What are the main priorities for those players?
Yes, under 11, under 10, under 9, under 8. I work from under 8 to under 11. The main priority is one-on-one, so dribbling,
Yeah.
of course, receiving the ball, passing the ball, 2-on-1, 3-on-2.
So how often do you do that one-on-one stuff, 1v1
One-on-one, 2 times a week.
2 times a week?
2 times a week.
Because we saw 1v1 with the B team. We've seen every age group doing 1v1. Is that really important part of the philosophy of the club?
Of course, we want that every player in our team know how to react in a situation one-on-one.
And we noticed as well, I noticed maybe some of the boys here, your groups aren't maybe physically as developed as maybe some of the English boys. I mean, maybe you don't look for physical when you're recruiting. Do you notice that when you play other teams from abroad, that your boys are maybe smaller? I mean, what do you look for when you're recruiting players?
We're looking for agility, of course, speed,
Yeah.
and some maybe intelligent players. Everybody likes intelligent kids. So the main point is speed and intelligence, of course.
And how important is ball mastery, getting players individually
Very
with the ball?
important. The most important thing for me is the ball mastery.
Okay.
Because if we have some kids that are very fast, but if they are not good with the ball, they cannot play in Dynamo Zagreb, because we have lots of tactical tasks. So if you are not good with the ball, you cannot play fast football.
Yeah, interesting. And lastly, when you play your games, how do you approach the games in terms of competition, in terms of wanting to win or wanting to develop? How important are those games?
We have 3 rules in our team. So one is the effort.
Yeah.
The effort must be 100%. So they have tasks for every game.
Yeah.
So you need to fulfill that tasks. So effort, tasks, and enjoying the game. I don't talk about result because they are too young to think about that.
Yeah.
They must think about their effort and their. So if I have a player on the wing, I give him, you must do the 5 times, maybe the bicycle dribbling.
Yeah.
You must do that 5
Yeah.
times, and that's good for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to win, you don't have to score 5 goals, you need
Yeah.
to do 5 times that dribbling. Next time, something else, and
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay, I'm strength and conditioning coach, and right now I'm working with group under 8 and under 9.
So we saw you working with some of the under-9s there. Tell us what sort of stuff you do with those guys.
We do a lot of like coordination stuff, balance stuff, speed reaction stuff,
Yeah.
something like that. That's typical for their age. So they're in like sensitive phase.
Okay.
It's the best age for developing that kind of skills.
Interesting. And then how much time do you spend with the under-9s, for example, each week?
Each week I have like 2 sessions for 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
And with under 8 also like that.
So 2 sessions, 15, 20 minutes twice a week for
Twice a
each
week,
age group.
Yes.
And so what sort of stuff are you doing in there? We saw you had a crash mat out, the big mat, you use the
today
mat?
we were doing like some scissor kicks.
Yeah, overhead kicks.
Overhead kicks, yeah, and we also do like coordination stuff.
Yeah.
We also use speed ladders and
Yeah.
things like that. Kids, they have the sensitive phase for developing some kind of skill, and in this age of 8 and 9,
Right.
there are some skills that is the best to develop in that age. Later on, it will be more difficult. To
So you're
develop.
talking about movement skills are a lot easier
Yes,
at
yes,
that age.
and proper running technique.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
So Ivan, tell us a little bit about the U15s. What are the priorities for this age group?
Yeah, so from our plan and the program of our youth academy, so of our curriculum, this is a time when we start to work on collective tactical aspects and also do a lot of dynamic and functional technique through movement. So this is the basic things we're going to do this season with this age group.
Okay, so we've noticed that technique is very important. Tell us a little bit about the technical curriculum here at the club.
So from the beginning, from the age group U8, we start working first isolated with technical elements. So from the age group U8 till the age group U11, we have 104 technical elements.
Wow.
And we split all that technical elements in different age groups. So from the age group U8, we start with the simple technical elements like passing, receiving, controlling the ball, dribbling the ball, and later every year we progress to the much harder technical elements. So in that period of 4 years, they're gonna learn all 104 technical elements.
With such a small talent pool to choose from, you've been very successful. So if you, I mean, so in London we have a big saturated market, but very big population. Amsterdam's a big European city, Barcelona a big European city, your other European rivals. So what do you put that down to, how you're so successful without all those places to choose from? It's quite interesting.
One of the reason is that show us that we are on a good way. Our philosophy and vision is good. I'm not telling you that there's the best philosophy, but that's our philosophy. That's the first reason. The second reason is our curriculum, because every 4 or 5 years we try to update our curriculum. And the third, the reason are our coaches, who are full of knowledge, full of experience, and we have a very good combination of young coaches, energetic coaches, new coaches, and the coaches who are full of experience.
So there you go, guys. Inspiring couple of days here at Dynamo Zagreb Academy. I hope you enjoyed it. Personally, I've a lot of takeaways for myself. Key things to think about are obviously the attention to detail, that technical detail in all the sessions, running through from the under 8s, which we've seen, all the way to the B team, and obviously those key themes, which is obviously the technical excellence, but obviously the 1v1 domination that goes all the way through. Thinking about as well that it's no coincidence really that they're producing these type of players, these technically excellent players that go around and play for some of the best clubs in the world, because they have that key theme, that this culture of technical football running through the academy. So I think that's really important when you're working for an academy or club, thinking about what is the culture, what type of players do you want to produce. So that's been really interesting. Also, there's thinking about the environment as well. It's almost like a no-frills environment. You don't need a state-of-the-art building or facility. You've got, it's about the staff and the players all working together to make those aspirations come to reality. So that's been really interesting. And finally also about the recruitment. So thinking about the age groups, or looking at them, and physicality not being a real key priority, and it's more about getting clever, intelligent, technical players who have that hunger and desire to succeed. So lots of really interesting takeaways, a fantastic couple of days. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next Inside the Academy.